It's a match in the featherweight division. We have the two guys with quite a big difference of age. We have Lorenzo Prezioso, 38 years old, versus Luca Tarabori.
Is Kevin Moeta. And here we go. Knees, elbows, kicks, everything legal here. You can win by submission or knockout. And straight in on the double leg. Straight in on the double leg.
Was able to pass the guard with a nice control on the foot. North-south.
The important thing here now is to take your time. Okay, sometimes fighters get a bit too eager to get their ground and pound going and allow the other fighter a chance to stand up. We've switched into a north-south position and positioned him against the cage, and you can see fighter on the bottom is blocking off the ability for the top fighter to mount by having his knee against the guy's hip.
Actually, I didn't know that Lorenzo Prezioso was 38 years old. Looks younger to me.
Clean living. Yeah, so far a very dominant start.
Yeah,
for Luca. Yeah. Could be thinking about some knees to the body here. Yep, straight away. Straight away.
Still no shots. Maybe some knee.
Now, interestingly, Lorenzo isn't really working too hard from the bottom. You know, one thing that tends to happen with guys when they hit the floors, if they're not experienced, they panic a little bit. Panicking a little bit can sometimes lead to energy consumption, and that means if they do get back up to the feet, especially if they're a kickboxer in the case of Lorenzo, that their arms are filled with blood and they can be a little bit tired.
Yeah.
Lorenzo's biding his time. What I'd like to see from Lorenzo here is perhaps winning an underhook with the right arm and starting to stand up against the fence, but it's a tough ask when you've got a good guy on top of you.
Maybe facing through the guy and trying to at least have one knee on the ground to try to stand up.
Oh, he's isolating an arm.
Oh,
and
armbar attempt.
He's sat position. Lorenzo has started to stand back up and lost position. Okay. This is what I said. You know, you want to take your time. Got a butterfly hook. Uses the butterfly hook to sweep. Wins a single leg. Has he gone for a guillotine? He's gone for a guillotine.
It's a guillotine, yeah.
But he doesn't have his bottom knee free. This is going to be tough to finish. And yet, pops out. Okay, so it's Luca on his back with a decent overhook. Just remember that elbows in pro completely legal. He needs to be careful with his head up off the mat like that. That he doesn't get elbowed. Or vice versa, really.
Maybe Lorenzo's trying to find some... Oh, nice sweep. It's the second that Luca puts on Lorenzo.
Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Lovely sweep back to top position. This is part of the problem. If you're on top and you want to be on the feet and you're the kickboxer and you engage in the grappling, you know, sometimes you might want to think about standing back up, disengaging, getting the ref standing back up, circling away from that takedown and getting your hands flying. I think Luca will learn a lesson from that and maybe not attack the armbar quite so quickly. What an early night, but when you've got a game opponent, you've got to do the work. One thing we say to our guys back in Leeds is this idea of cooking someone. You don't take it out of the oven until it's ready. That's the secret for cooking. I'm sure you'd agree with that, Roberto.
I'm nodding with the head.
Wee, big kick. Big kick again.
Very powerful shots from Luca. Lorenzo
big shot
not
again.
able to stand up. Gets the shots. It's not able to defend himself.
He needs to be careful of the up kicks. Lorenzo doing a fairly good job of keeping space, even if he is taking shots here. Catching the ankle. And he's cut. Oh, that's an illegal shot. That is an illegal shot. Going to the end of round 1. Lorenzo wide-eyed here. Maybe he's taken a few. Wouldn't be surprised to see Luca shoot again. And we go to a round 2.
Was that shot illegal even if it gets shot while on the ground?
You can't.
The round was really quick. Both fighters used a lot of energy. So I'm curious to see how they will change the pace of the fight.
Looks like a debut to me as well, especially in front of a home crowd, eager to get the job done. If I was in Luca's corner, I'd say same again, but take your time. Focus on advancing position, no submissions that involve going to your back. If I was in Lorenzo's corner, I'd be saying circle super hard straight off the bell. Circle left and right, keep your feet moving, get ready for that shot. All kicks below the waist. Make sure you don't throw it into his arms because you know exactly what Luca's looking for, and he seems very dominant on the ground. Oh! Big shot off the kick. And that's what they say. You counter punches with kicks, you counter kicks with punches. You get the timing right. Big shot.
Really big shot from Luca.
Luca's taking his time a little bit now. That's another massive shot.
That was really massive.
Yeah.
Lorenzo trying to
work something from his guard, really, isn't he? He's looking
just controlling the head. Maybe climbing with the legs to shot an armbar or a triangle.
He needs to be careful taking his hand away from his head like that because he's leaving openings for Lorenzo to land shots again. Those, sorry, not Lorenzo, Luca. Lorenzo on the bottom, however, is those tiny chipping shots are not going to do too much, but they are going to make you vulnerable. Squares him up against the cage. This is where ground and pound becomes really effective. Limits his opponent's movement, head above his head, stable base. It's time to throw bombs. Important to recognize as well, left-handed strikes, forgive me there. Left-handed strikes from Luca will be targeting the liver, which will sap the energy. We're already at altitude. Energy sapping shots. This is fairly one-sided at the moment.
Yeah.
What are the corners calling for here, Roberto?
They are telling to try to clear the head and posture up to shot, and or to Lorenzo to not leave the head because he would get shot.
Okay.
But this way, Lorenzo is not able to work. Or you try to sweep or climb with the leg.
90 seconds left in the round. Back to their feet, but he's on the fence. Liver kick. Whee. Shifting low kick. Big low kick back. Lorenzo looks like his energy's been really sapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Luca's not looking super fresh himself either.
Seems also confident somehow.
Yeah, I think he knows he's been winning this round.
Oh, was this a try to leg lock?
This is a bizarre decision when you're in the ascendancy to put yourself on your back. That's either extreme confidence or misplaced confidence, one of the two. But he's got himself a belly down straight ankle lock. Yeah, so, rules of MMA, anything that can be construed as a tap.
Well, seems to me a tap.
Yeah. I actually had this conversation with a referee before. I used to think that it was 2 clear taps, but it's any sign of submission.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like shots to the leg of the opponent, so they were with the open hand.
Striking while in a leg lock.
Exactly.
It's too easy to misconstrue. And it looked actually to me, and that's a very common thing, it looked actually to me like the submission came on and then came off, and he tapped to it coming on, and then it was off again.
Yeah.
And he thought, actually, no, I can carry on here.
Yeah, because it seems also that he waited just a few seconds for the second